All right. And finally, number 8. Team number 8.
Last but not least.
Super special because they were the mystery team.
Mystery team.
Time. Who did we bring? The Goons.
Goons. Do
Who's
we
representing the
have
Goons?
Zero. Here he comes.
Here
Slowly.
he comes.
Sure,
Zero.
there's Zero.
What's
Came
up?
straight from retirement home to this, man.
Yes, I love it. Retirement. What are you holding there?
Cloud Cup of Noodles is everything I wanted in life. I mean, where's the camera? Oh, okay, here it is. You see, it's the actual cup of noodles from Cloud Strife. It breaks all your limits while you're eating.
Wow, limit breaker right here.
Yeah, so we'll definitely talk more about that in a little bit. So tell me about your team. What are we looking forward to tonight?
All right, so my team consists of all retired Best Smash Pro player.
All right.
All right, so we straight from the retirement home.
Okay.
Then we have Crash Bandicoot streamer, Nairo.
Bandicoot. I love that
And then
game.
we have an actual Dissidia player, Most.
There you go.
Very cool.
There you go.
So what do you think you can bring from Smash Bros? Like what is it that you can bring to this game to kick some ass?
You see, a lot of people in this tournament, they never been to a real FGC tournament, you know? A lot of them, you know? And I'm going to tell you one thing. They don't got that crowd experience.
All right.
So when they play in us, man, people going to get loud. I'm going to tell you one thing. I ain't getting nervous.
Let me ask you. I know when we met you at the Hyper Extreme, you weren't exposed to Dissidia too much. I know you were a huge Smash players. People in the company were excited that you were playing because you're very famous, right? I mean, bow down to you. But I knew that you didn't have too much hands-on with Dissidia, and I saw you play with Hazama-san, and he picked it up pretty quick. And you were super cool about, like, asking questions. What have you learned since then to now with the beta and practicing and all that?
Well, so what we did to train is that we played the Japanese beta. So we were playing from like 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. all those days. Then we hopped on. We bought the Japanese full game, so we started playing on that, ranking up. We were playing as a team pretty much every day, at least a few hours. And I was doing like solo queue on my own as well. I was looking up videos of different Cloud players, you know, sticking up on the community notes. So I pretty much tried my hardest to learn the game as quick as I could. I think I got myself learned really, really fast. Like I went from like losing every game with solo queue to like winning like 99% of them.
Right.
So I mean, I'm just trying really hard. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I can only ask myself to try my best during this.
Yeah, that's awesome because I heard word on the street. People are actually nervous about you guys. They're like, it's not fair. We have to play against him. And I was like, you guys, I didn't even know he can pick it up that quick because he's great at Smash. But they're like, he has the fundamentals. So I'm really excited to see you play.
You gonna win?
Well, I'm gonna say one thing. You know, Marvel's Anime was talking about how they are not worried about any team in the game. But all I know is when we play them online, we slapped them. They literally won like one game out of many. So they be saying they're not worried about nobody. But I think we're gonna wreck them if we play them. In fact, I actually want to wreck them because he had that smug face while he was talking, and like I kind of want to go like a little. I kind of want to cross slash that. You know.
I like it.
So all I know is that that's like the one team. That's like the one team I really want to be because I don't like people like that. So like I'm trying to win.
Oh, you don't like people like that?
No, nigga, that's all. Other than that, everyone else super cool, man. Shout out to my man.
Now you're gonna get them fired up. I like this.
All right, Zero. Good luck tonight, man.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you so much. Good luck for sure. All right, so that was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the teams that are coming up next, all right?
Okay.
So up next, we do have Pickup Group. That's my
yes.
team.
Okay.
And I want to tell the story about it. Maybe I'm biased, but there's actually a really great story to Pickup Group. So at SCR, I really wanted to play Dissidia, and there was nobody for me to team up with. All my friends left me because they're not good friends, apparently.
Yeah, all my ex-friends left me.
Air quotes friends. No, they're all playing in tournaments and stuff. So really, Loey helped us get together just people that were standing around. For instance, like Dante Swordsman, he's a really good KI player, and he was sitting there, and I saw that he had like a Ruby hat on. I was like, I like Ruby, and so I was like, hey, he's looking at me. Why is he looking at me? Look away from me. Look at what's going on right now. And I was like, I'm gonna ask him if he played. I was like, do you play this game? Turns out he's insanely good. I don't know what happened. It was just the luck of the draw. And then later on, Loey found Elena for us, and none of us knew each other at all before this. In fact, Elena wasn't
and a beautiful friendship was formed.
Yes, 100%. And on top of that, we got second. It was a wonderful story. But now
I feel like I do need to sing some Eyes on Me.
That would have been the perfect time to do it, right there. But no. Now, of course, I'm here, so I can't be playing. So now we have the good old Mr. Tommy Remkis. In fact, look at those Final Fantasy tats. Show them to the camera, Tommy.
Oh, dang. That's impressive. Okay.
All right, there he's got one on his other arm that we'll see. We'll ask you the trivia actually about it.
Okay,
He told me earlier because I wouldn't have known for sure, but we'll see if you get it. Anyway, their opponents are the ones.
Depends on which Final Fantasy.
Okay,
I will
okay.
admit that my knowledge is spottier on some of them.
No, just bluff. You know everything about everything. No, but this is actually
interesting. Someone's going with eject here.
Oh wait,
Okay.
is he actually? Oh
Yeah.
wait.
So you got Jekt,
Okay.
Cloud, and I believe that's Emperor there.
Yes. Now, Jekt is going to be swordsman, but we're going to be seeing the point of view of Tommy, and it looks like on the other side we're going to be seeing the point of view of Zero. So we're starting off with the point of view of Zero actually for
so
this
this
game.
is the Goons team right here. So this is Mason, who has been with the Dissidia community for a very long time, does a lot of the online work, a lot of that information that you can find out there for Dissidia, and he's teamed up with Nairo and Zero.
Now, the story of how they got together is really great too. Maybe I'll tell that before the next game, but right now I just want to talk about this action because this is going to be really good. Now, Jekt is a very rare character to see. He's not easy to use. He doesn't have a lot of range, but he is one of the most fighting game characters out there. His special skill is literally just an animation cancel. So you can do hit, hit, animation cancel, hit.
He's got combos.
He does. He's got like cancel combos, and he has a parry. Oh, yes! Thank you, Swordsman. That was beautiful.
And you can see right now, you can see those little fireballs that keep coming after Cloud here. Those are all being fired by Emperor Adam from distance right now. So you always have to watch out for those things. You see, here he goes. Now he knows about that parry. He has to be worried about it, but I think one of his teammates caught him, distracted him first. And there, that jump attack, the air attack. There's a different set of moves on the ground and in the air. So the basic controls are you have a neutral attack, an up attack, and a down attack on the ground and in the air. But again, it's unique with every character. So some characters only have one ground attack, like Tidus. Some characters, like Cecil, have great ground attacks only as Dark Knight, but he can switch to Paladin, and then he has great air attacks.
Yeah, and even some characters like Tidus, he has directional dashing attacks.
Yes.
So everybody's very unique in this game. Very, very unique. Even though there is that normal base of just a direction and a hit, which should be familiar to these Smash players.
Yep, exactly. All right, going right in there, getting some damage off of that. You see already 1 damage down from Team Goons already. Ooh, just running into the fireball.
Those fireballs are so hard to deal with. Emperor is the master of traps.
Yeah.
He throws out a bunch of slow-moving projectiles and ground traps and mines in the air and exploding bombs, and you just have to avoid all of them. It makes it very hard to maneuver. Look at all those fireballs flying at
And
it.
look at the pickup group side over there. They haven't lost any hit points yet. They're all still at 3,500.
Wow, yeah, impressive.
Yeah, so they are looking good. Okay, well, finally one of them, Jekt, right now just took a ton of damage. So he's one of the characters that they're going to try to go after. You can see, yep, there it is. He got incapacitated right there on the right side of your screen. You can see that.
But it looks like they're trying to control the middle of the map, and it's working pretty well. Controlling the center of a map is very important because that means that even if you're hit, you're not going to be splatted against the wall, which is called wall crush. And wall crush is the main way you combo into HP attacks. Like you see right there, he didn't have a follow-up to that. All he had to do was switch to somebody else, try to use the advantage of the time it's going to take his opponent to run back to him.
All right, but even in this case right now, the Goons also have not taken much damage since getting hit. Oh, wow. Oh. Yeah, so one of the players has been broken.
And look how much bravery Zero has.
Oh, nice. Going after the Summon Crystal.
But he gets punished for it. That's one of the big, scary issues. Oh, and it looks like another person went down from Team Pickup Group.
It's Jekt again. Jekt got blown up again. And now a little bit in okay, never mind. Just got all of his bravery points back. But now it looks like Cloud. No, Cloud is fine right now.
Oh, so high up. That is one of the most important moves in the game because being vertical is really strong in this game. It's really hard to catch somebody who's above you.
Right. And certain characters obviously can hit above them a little bit better than others. But not only that, but when you're all the way at the top, you just get a better view of the entire playing field. You can see where a lot of people are and a better.
It's true. Perspective is huge in this game. If something's coming from behind you, you just can't see it.
Nice defense right there. Everyone, very similar to Smash Brothers. There's also a shield button that you can hold down for defense. It can also give you a quick dodge, though there is no invincibility on those quick dodges. It's just a quick sidestep.
Oh, and this is getting down to the final 30 seconds, actually. This is by far the longest. Oh, nice parry. No follow-up.
Oh, but looks like the Goons got it right there. And you know what? I mean, Cloud and Jekt were having some massive duels against each other. I don't remember any of that in the Final Fantasy lore, but you know what? That's what Dissidia is all about. You know, all you guys are sitting there talking about, oh, you know what? Cloud is better than Squall. Oh, no, Zidane is better. Well, now you can find out, okay? So, like, look, you can have them fight each other now,
I got a quick question.
Okay.
So Jekt's parry is like his character specific thing, right?
Uh-huh.
No. Does that mean like if Jekt parries somebody, does he get rejected?
Oh, boo. Boo.
That pun was a sin.
Wow. James Chen just said that somebody's pun was a sin. That's,
Yeah,
that really means something.
But that was also a pun in itself.
You know what's funny is my brother at home has made that joke like 4 times now. So I was actually in a weird way used to hearing it, but no. He was rejected.
Do you object to that pun?
Oh
then?
my gosh! You all need to stop. You guys are the worst. But it looks like they're going to go back in. We may see some character switches. Pickup Group does play a few different characters. Actually, so does their opponents, the Goons.
Well, Pickup Group, remember, they did get the first incapacitation. They got the first kill, so they were up 1-0 for just a little bit, and then the Goons did come back afterwards with 3 straight incapacitations. Again, 2 of them coming at the hands of Jekt. So I wonder, is he going to switch away or is he going to stick with... Nope, it's going to look like he's going to stick with the character.
Impressive. So the big thing about Swordsman is he was a Tidus player for everything before this, but in the beta he played a lot of Jekt.
Okay.
And so seeing him switch to Jekt for the tournament, it's an interesting choice, but obviously he had some amazing parries, and that's one of the hardest things. It's not an easy parry to throw out. It doesn't have a lot of time that it actually works. Really have to time it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like little interesting just frame kind of things in here. Like Sephiroth can dash cancel the end of his strings into a dash. Squall has the gunblade mechanic in there, so you can obviously just kind of hit X and get chains for most of the characters, but for Squall, if you time them just right, he gets the gunblade hit on every one of them, and you get max damage off of that. And so someone told me that, so I was like, oh, let me try. And I got it exactly right on my first time.
Wow.
So I was like, yeah.
Maybe you're a born Squall main.
Hey, you know what? Look, FF8, I'm a pro FF8er, okay? So I know people out there, don't like the draw mechanic or whatever like that, but,
No, there are a lot of people out there who just love Final Fantasy VIII. My good friend Alistair, the Pokken player, he's just playing 100% Squall recently.
So the true love was passed down to another generation. Come on. Anyways, we can see the viewpoint from the Emperor this time. So now, now we can see all the fireballs being shot. So he's trying to stay back a little bit as much as possible, doing the true marksman thing right now. And that's the thing about this game. It's like you said, it's not easy to hit people directly with combos, but that's what the space control is all about. That's what characters like Emperor can do. They can throw these fireballs and force the opponent into areas or force them into dashes where they have a little bit of delay at the end of a dash, a la Virtual On, a la like the Gundam games, for example.
Oh, absolutely. Or even in traditional 2D fighters, it's like baiting backdashes.
Right, exactly.
Very, very similar thing. Baiting movements, hard reads, callouts, it's all in this game, 100%.
Yeah, and then Emperor, I think he also has the ability just kind of to plant those little purple mines on the screen, and then he can just kind of hide in them a little bit too.
Yeah, he just covers the screen with everything, and it looks like he's got a great HP attack too. We just saw it take the first stock from Goons. Look, oh my gosh, it's actually almost hard to see what's going on behind all these crazy fireballs.
Yeah, and the toughest thing about it too is like whenever a Vanguard is targeting you, that line on you is red, someone's coming after you, but you can just fly into these fireballs by accident.
It's true. And one big thing too is that since Emperor switches targets so much after he throws the soul the combo! Jeez. Beautiful usage. So that cage, that giant meteor cage, that's his unique EX skill, and it's hard, it's slow, but if you set it up, it launches into a combo. And we've seen the Emperor do so much damage this game.
See, look, if you're a zoner and you like fireballs and you like just shooting people and sniping them from far away, the Emperor is the character for you, as evidenced by what we are watching here on this screen.
And since we haven't seen too many perspectives of Marksman, it's very unique in how good the tracking on all of his projectiles are. A lot of them, they're straight, they'll miss if people are moving sideways, but his, they follow. And they create these terrifying traps.
Right, and I feel like that damage that he took from Shiva was like one of the first damage that we saw the Emperor take. Oh no, but then he just, oh man. So another score now for Pickup Group.
Yeah, and that's 2 kills in a row for Emperor. We're watching the right person in this match.
Wow. Oh, watch out for that Shiva. Okay, broken into the corner.
8,000 bravery? How did he get 8,000 bravery? And that was all 3 kills by Tommy. I don't know how he got that much bravery. What happened? What? He was at 0.
I don't think I've ever seen 8,000.
No, I mean,
from 0
very
to
rare,
yeah.
In a tournament match, I don't even know what happened. There must have been a bunch of off-screen projectiles that like just exploded on everybody on their team. 8,000 bravery, and then immediately expends it. He could have killed their entire team almost if they were all. I mean, that's not how it works.
One by
one.
Yeah.
If somehow it worked that way, which it doesn't, but
right.
That is crazy. And all 3 kills. Wow. I chose my replacement well for my team. I'm going to go ahead and throw that out there. So that means we're going to another 1v1.
Wow, did you really just take credit from him? You just stole all the credit from him. I see how this goes.
Yes. If we were in the opposite situations, he would be talking trash to me right now.
So we're not going to call this this is not the Pickup Group, right? This is the Wonder Chef put together this amazing team group.
No, 100, not even at all. It is an improvement. Oh, they're doing it. The name's Bart.
All right, who's doing that? Who's
ban
doing
him.
that?
Ban him.
We need to kill him now.
So now you know why that
we
team
need to kill him now, Kupo.
Whoa. But I agree with that. But that's why that was their name. Bart had some of the best voice lines ever. There's the one where he goes, whoops, whoops.
Let me ask you a random question. Do you prefer Wark or Que?
What?
Okay, never
mind.
Okay.
Did I get exposed?
Just asking, that's all.
Okay.
I'm curious what the chat thinks. You like Que better than Wark? I like Wark. I miss Wark. Wark? just sounds right to me, so.
All right, I've clearly been exposed. I'll take your word for it. I like the way that the Kyobi just said it, though. That sounded good.
Yeah.
So I'll take that.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, so 3rd match again. But who are they going to pick? All right, so it looks like we will
stick with the same characters, it looks like. They're all sticking with the same characters.
Everybody.
It seems like everybody likes Shiva. I've seen a lot of Shiva picks for the summon.
Well, two reasons for Shiva. So first of all, Shiva has a very unique ability as a passive. So, like I said, whenever you hit someone with an HP attack, your bravery goes down to 0, and it slowly comes back up to 1,000. But with Shiva, it's almost instant. Right. So if you have a team that throws out a bunch of HP attacks all in a row, it's really, really good, especially if like a Van or something. And also her summon ability, like on the field, is incredibly good. We saw just how good it could be.
What's going to be interesting here is we saw the viewpoint from the Emperor last time. We can see the Emperor sitting like back there. Like you see where the fireballs are emanating from over there in the back, right? So we saw the viewpoint from them and how frustrating that was. So it'll be really interesting to see if Goons actually sees if they try to chase that character. Because if they spend all their time chasing down the other characters like this, they might just run into these fireballs again because here they come.
And that's exactly what he has to run at a different angle just to avoid those, and they're still following him.
In fact, never stopped.
I think that fireball actually hit the summon core. I think that's what happened just by chance.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, the red one, he can fire multiple, but the blue one, if he fires another one, it'll erase the one that's already there, but I think the blue one stays on the screen longer.
I don't know if it might be longer, but the big advantage of the blue one is another parry. Oh, so beautiful to see somebody using it.
Cloud.
Oh, that is just beautiful. But the big advantage of the blue one, yes, you can have 2 fireballs, 1 ice ball, and the ice one does not collide with other projectiles. So if you use it on a caster, they just have to run from it. They can't shoot it to get rid of it.
Right.
But that's a lot of giant projectiles in the
now, did he get poisoned or no? He did not. Okay. There are debuffs in this game.
Oh,
so, which I heard the most annoying one is you can actually get blinded and your screen goes black.
That is quite annoying one. They're quite annoying. Oh, is this going to be the kill? No, not quite enough. Still a lot of damage, and there's a ton of bravery on Emperor right now.
Yeah, but you can see only 988 hit points left for Cloud. They start at around they start at 3,500.
Yeah, it varies just very slightly per character. Oh, and that's going to be a summon for sure.
Yeah, and the Pickup Group, you can see they're all in So when you see that their bravery count is purple, that means they can kill you with their HP attack. Basically, what the difference between their HP attack and your bravery points and their bravery points is how much damage they will do to you.
It is a really scary situation right now. There's
those fireballs again.
There's so much bravery on Team Pickup Group, but they have to use it before Shiva does something to get rid of it. And that might happen right now. Yeah, we're seeing Cloud go to 0 bravery. Still, it looks like Jekt has a lot, but he's in the kind of the danger zone right now.
Yeah, he's surrounded by a lot of ice particles right now. Oh, jeez.
Good avoidance. I can't believe nobody's gone down in the past like 30 seconds throughout that entire summon.
I know.
That's the end of it.
But see, that's like I said, just because you get the summon doesn't mean a guaranteed victory in that situation. So, oh, here we go. Now Cloud getting some great damage now. And you see, as soon as you hit them with the full combo, you knock them away, they become invincible. So a lot of times you'll change your target and go after somebody else. And here we go, chasing him down again, Mr. Parry.
That's going to be the combo into the HP attack. Is anybody going to save him? No.
And there it is. The Goons are indeed going to take it. They move on. And I wonder if one of the big differences was the stage, or because in the second one, it seems like they couldn't do anything. See, I'm with him on that Tetris thing, too. See?
Oh, yeah. I remember I remember you did the announcing on
Classic Tetris World Championships. That's right. Yeah, it was sick. It was so good. It was so good.
Now you've done that, and you're doing Final Fantasy stuff. You're hitting every song in the 90s.
Look, I'll tell you what. I mean, to be honest with you, like I really just like focusing on the games that mean that much to me.
Yeah.
You know, I said that Final Fantasy VI is in one of my top 3 games of all time. It's because it keeps flip-flopping between 2 and 3. Like those 2 games keep fighting each other for second and third spot. But number 1 is always going to be Tetris for me.
Ooh.
So what those are my passions. You know, these are the things that I am passionate about. And to be able to sit here and do commentary for a Final Fantasy game, I mean, like, how does that even make sense? But I can do that. and I can geek out about soundtracks and CDs and story and lore, and I can ask people Wark or Que. You know, I mean, like, it's cool, it's fun. It's great stuff.
Or you can sing a song live on stream.
Let's make this count.
All right, here we go. Looks like this is for real. They were talking to each other. Both the teams talking to each other, but it looks like they're serious mode now. So here we go. We've got Goons against Team Terminus. Team Terminus pulling off that win against Cowboys just in one of our last few matches. But it looks like we are on the perspective of 0.
Yeah, Team Goons with Cloud, which makes sense, Cloud was in Smash Brothers 4,
Yeah,
Wii U.
I've been talking to Zero a decent amount these past couple of days, and he did say that one of the main reason pretty much that he picked up Cloud. Well, first of all, Cloud is, to use a really weird term since we're mixing up all these fighting games now, is he's like kind of the Ryu of the game.
Yes.
He has like all the tools essentially that you need to like know how to use. So he wanted to learn with Cloud, and of course Cloud he's very good, very solid, no huge weaknesses.
Right.
And then on top of that, he said that he thought that the whole Smash community would just think it's so funny.
Right. And that range on his standard attack on the ground, that sliding sword slice, I believe that's his up attack, is so good, but right there he just got incapacitated. So Team Goons down right now, 0-1.
Yeah, I think it might have actually just been his normal attack. So the whole mechanic behind Cloud, even though we say he is kind of like the base character of the game, he has a very unique mechanic in that he can charge all of his attacks. Nice command grab. That's going to wall spike. Can he combo?
Oh, no, just a little too far. Wasn't able to quite get it. And look at that. Just because he missed that HP attack, he instead got hit a bunch of time and took a huge amount of damage from Cloud. Ooh! Caught him by surprise.
Look at all that bravery on Bartz.
Yeah, Bartz, of course, he can power up all of his different jobs. All of his different moves count as a different job.
Oh.
And the more that he uses them, the more they power up, and he masters those jobs.
Yeah, you have to like hit them to get more XP on them, or even just whiff them for a little bit, and then once you master a job, the move gets better, and you actually get a passive buff. And his ability is to be able to use like his cooldown to give your whole team the buff.
Ooh.
It's complicated, but he's one of the coolest characters.
And Team Goons taken down just like that. And remember, as you mentioned, Team Terminus said that you said that they were the lowest in votes, correct?
Yeah, absolutely, the lowest in votes by quite a bit. I mean, they had I want to say almost like like 90 or sorry 90 like 9% ish 8% ish. My math is really bad of the number one. That is nobody had a lot of faith in them, but they are proving them wrong.
Yes. And they had a quick 3-0 over Team Goons, who I figured would be one of the scary upset teams here right now. That, you know, I picked them as one of the teams that I expected to go far, but a quick 3-0 for Team Terminus right there.
Yeah, I absolutely, like I said, I think they're the biggest wild card of the tournament. They are, I mean, it's two players that are absolute legends. I mean, Nairo and Zero, and they are led by one of the most knowledgeable people here. Absolutely, who also has just great game skill in general. Together, that's terrifying. On top of that, one of the biggest strengths that they were saying was Zero and Nairo, they play Smash doubles together a lot as a team. So they automatically have a synergy where they know how to help each other when they're in trouble. They know how to, like, confirm off of each other. It's exactly the same thing that we get to see in this game, just on a different plane.
Right.
So having them with a leader who just is like a strategy genius in this game already. He's been following the game so much. He's watched all the tournaments. He knows everything. It's a terrifying combo, but Team Terminus just 3-0'd them. I didn't think anybody was going to be able to 3-0 them, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. But of course, remember, this is a semifinal, so it is 3 out of 5.
Yeah,
so it's
that's
3
true.
out of 5. So we've got a few more matches to go. They're not in danger of being sent home just yet. Let's see if they can make any adjustments here and come back.
And as we know, one of the biggest strengths of top fighting game players is adaptation. And having players like the players on Team Goons, they will undoubtedly adapt to something that's happening. You know, they're not going to sit there, play the exact same game. They're going to know exactly what's wrong. In fact, you see them talking. They've been talking since that last game ended. They're talking very intensely. They're talking about how they're going to change their strategy. Terminus is like, yeah, that worked. Let's do it again.
Hey, you know what? If they can repeat what they did before, then absolutely they are in a great position. They can get another quick 3-0 against Team Goons. Of course, going with looks like it's Zidane, Cloud, and Ishtola.
Yeah, so no, interestingly enough, the Team Goons, they were playing with a very different makeup a lot of time. They actually streamed a lot. Both Zero and Nairo streamed. And they were playing together. They were playing where normally who's Mason, he plays Marksman usually, and he usually plays Kefka. And Nairo was playing Tidus, and Zero was still playing Cloud. But most told me that he thinks that it's a lot easier for him to kind of control the whole situation if Nairo plays the marksman. That's why Nairo right now is playing Ishtola, and now he's playing Zidane. So we've seen like 3 separate switches today from the usual makeup of their teams because they want to be able to control the game better, and that is huge. That shows how far they're looking into it already.
Well, look at this. Look at the bravery points on the bottom right of your screen, all above 2,000 about, and so they are off to a good start and already got one incapacitate. Another incapacitation, just like that. Whoa. 2 of them in just 40 seconds.
Oh, very nice usage of that from above. That's going to be a whiff. I wonder if he's going to get punished. He does not. Oh, he does in the end.
Oh, man, and he has just taken some huge amount of damage. Trying to get out of there, and he was unable to do so. And just like that, taken out.
So this is absolutely a first for this tournament. A 3-0 on one side into a 3-0 on the other side.
In less than a minute, it felt like, or something.
They were both extremely quick games. I honestly don't even know what to say. Like, both games happened so quick. There was a lot of action off screen. It was, I don't know, like they were just in the zone. Things just worked out for both teams. I mean, obviously, they changed their game plan. They changed their game plan, but also, you know, we were just on Alexandria, the Final Fantasy IX map, and that is one of the strongest maps for coordinated teams with a lot of strong melee, because it's just kind of a small circle. It's kind of a small circle.
Right.
One person hits you, it knocks you into like one of the doorways,
and
the corners.
There's a lot of walls in that one,
tons of walls, and you get trapped very easily. So
someone probably knocked Hitball's cards out of the bell or something like that and just stole them. Poor Hitball, man. That guy never can keep his cards. Oh, man.
Maybe Ace stole them.
That's true. Ace can give him some of those cards back. The name's Bartz. The name's Bartz. Okay.
Oh, the name's Bartz.
I'm going to hear that in my nightmares all night tonight. The name's Bartz. The name's Bartz.
The name's Bartz. The name's Bartz. I'm telling you, I want to hear them do the one that goes, whoops. Whoops. No, I love his English voice. Bart's English voice.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Bartz is a great character. I I've never played 5. I'm going to go ahead and say that. I've never played 5, but I think it's one of the ones that is less played, I think,
it's
by
less
people in
because
general.
it never came out officially in the U.S. until later on.
That makes sense.
So it didn't come out at the time when, you know, it was first released, right?
Uh-huh.
But amongst Final Fantasy players, it is probably one of the most loved Final Fantasy games, especially, you know, early on. But a lot of people, even before 7 and stuff like that, would talk about how 5 was better than 6, etc., etc. 5 just, it had so much variety in that game because you could just make your team, however, because basically you just got job crystals, the 4 characters, you could change to whatever you want. It was one of the first ones that, you know, it continued from 4. 4 was one of the first ones with that really gripping kind of story. And so I feel like 5 kind of continued on from that. But a lot of people really loved the job system and the openness that it gave. Because the thing about 6, you know, one of the critiques of 6, obviously, that all the characters, they just have
play
their
in their
set
one
of moves.
way.
Right. They just have their one set of moves. But in 5, you could form any kind of team that you want, although everyone just became samurais and threw coins at everybody all day once you didn't have any use for money anymore. But yeah, it's a whole other story. In any case, here we go. Cloud coming back in there, you can see. And see, that's the thing, right? So Cloud, I mean, right now Zero's playing kind of distance. He hasn't gone in too much yet. I don't know if he's just a little nervous about that, but he's got to get in. Okay, he's picked his target, but nice defense right there. Shield blocking some of those attacks. And so immediately you saw Zero back away. Here we go, he found someone. And it was, oh, look at that. His target defended all of his attacks, and then his teammate took advantage of the end of those attacks.
And that's exactly what a marksman should do. So that ace play is extremely good. In fact, we've seen that ace carry them really well. Oh, first stock going down for Team Terminus. But the bravery is looking okay for them. They did just break, oh no, so that's the other way around. Yeah, this bravery's still looking okay. It's pretty even right now. Nobody's really within kill range. Kind of back to neutral. Now this is outside of Narsh. This is am I saying that right?
Narsh, yeah.
Narsh, okay. I mispronounced everything, obviously.
I mean, well, I don't know how it's officially. That's how I pronounced it.
Yeah,
we have the Titus Titus problem here. So
Titus Titus, Cecil. I don't know, too many. Oh, but look at this, so much bravery. Oh, he's looking like he's gonna hunt down that Bartz. Oh no, it's not gonna wall spawn. Oh, it is. It caught him all the way up.
There it is, and incapacitated. Great sequence right there. Perfect distance again, just like that. Wow, that was almost like 3 separate battles going on, or at least 2 separate battles. Zero took out one guy, and the other 2 looked like they teamed up on another person, and just immediately 2 incapacitations in a row.
Yeah, so I was also playing. These are actually the 2 teams that I've played against maybe the most this weekend. And I do have to say, the biggest strength of Goons is how well they talk to each other and they coordinate kills. So they'll be like, oh, can you? They actually use the character numbers too. So for those of you who haven't seen, each character is numbered. All the players on your team and all the players on their team. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they will say stuff like, you know, like, oh, can somebody lock 6? And then somebody will be like, I'm locking 6. And so he'll use something that locks them down, makes them block or dodge or something, and then somebody comes in and kills them with an HP attack for doing whatever it takes to get out of that situation. Right. And the coordination like that is absolutely amazing. It's one of the best of any of the teams that I've seen here today.
Well, look at this. Look at the turnaround that they had. Terminus 3-0'd them very quickly in the first game, and then just like that, 2 games straight, Team Goons has come back and counter 3-0'd in even quicker fashion in both of those games. So Team Goons is looking very strong here. We could see a Team Goons versus Marvelous Anime finals, but Team Terminus not done yet. They are still in it. They can take it in 2 more games. As I said, they won the first game in a 3-0, so they are not out. Let's go.
Any team you guys want to watch in particular this round?
You pick, Kyobi. You are the director.
Hey, if you want to watch somebody, I'll let you have it.
I want to watch Team Terminus. I'm going to call that one out.
You got a boss.
Thank you, Kyobi, who's actually the boss. He called me boss, but he's the boss. He can mute us anytime he wants. He controls our lives. He can. There's trap doors underneath these seats. He can press buttons, and we just fall into the.
I was about to just make some crazy 80s reference about like who's the boss, but you know what? Nobody knows what I'm talking about. So never mind. Probably mention Tony Danza and QB, be like, who? You know?
that's a fun game.
That's where Alyssa Milano came from. See, that's where modern people would understand.
I never did watch that show.
That's where Alyssa Milano came from. So that's the important part.
Oh, okay. So we are actually seeing that's a character switch, right? We are seeing Cloud now coming out from 10-10 man, and he's been playing Garland before this, so he's still sticking with Vanguards, but it's a very similar type of Vanguard. Oh, I love that! He stood behind the tree to hide and use the lasers outside of the tree. That was actually a genius move.
Now this is Cornelia right here, so this is an interesting stage. There's empty fields out here with the rocks can be a little bit dangerous for splatting, but the trees also is the forest is a dangerous area to go into.
It is. It's actually a really great spot for Ishtola, because Ishtola drops a ton of different traps that are these giant circles. If you drop them in between the trees, it cuts off your paths of approach.
Look at this. We have a Cloud versus Cloud battle over here.
Ooh, and different costumes.
Some inclement weather coming over here.
Oh, no. Oh, and he's charging the tornado. That's a really good projectile. That's actually one of the main moves that you tend to see Clouds use.
Yeah, it's a good way to help him approach. You know, that's one of the key things. You throw it out there, the opponent tries to dodge it, and then you go and attack them afterwards. You're cutting off where they can go to using that. Nice defense, and then getting out of there to make sure he can build that shield up. Oh, but he got chased down again.
Oh, into the wall rush, and oh no, he tries to follow it up. He would have got the kill, but he was a little bit too slow in the follow-up.
Nice attack from above. You gotta be aware of that. Oh my god, and he just got incapacitated from behind.
You gotta be 100% aware of your surroundings. Oh, and he's gonna appear above. Oh, is that Ishitola? Oh, I actually can't even see who that is.
Oh no, you know what? In the chase down, he just got caught from behind, did not have the awareness that he was being targeted from behind, and unfortunately, just like that, after a quick 3-0 from Team Terminus, Goons comes back with 3 3-0s of their own. Like I said, Final Fantasy has meant so much to me, so that's why I'm like happy to do this. So.
Dude, heck yeah. All right, I'm going to give you guys back the mic.
Okay.
Thanks for letting me jump in and hear all about FF6, the best one.
Yes,
Except for tactics, which is above all else.
You know what? To be fair, and this is blasphemy, I will say this much, I have not played tactics.
Oi! You're killing me.
I know. Everyone's going to be
possible
because it wasn't one of the mainstream ones. You know, at the time, I played only but you know what? I had thought about playing tactics on stream, like stream myself playing tactics
you should.
for the modern audience.
You should.
That experience. And you know what? I will give a shout out to Mr. Dacid Bro because he has been wanting me to play that game forever because he insists that once I play that, it'll change everything, and that'll be my favorite Final Fantasy game.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, Final Fantasy VI caught me at the right age. I was the right age, and so I don't know if anything will ever be able to do that. And dude, I pointed this out on my own stream before. Like, I don't know if you noticed this, but Locke's theme and Celis' theme, Nobuo Uematsu wrote those themes, and the whole time you sit there and listen to them, Celis' theme is the opera theme, right? But until the ending, when Locke saves Celis and he says, "I won't let you go," you find out that the two tunes actually match and they play them at the same time over each other, and their theme songs even match up. And the only time you do that is right when he saves her in the ending, and every time I hear that, I'm like, oh my god, it's so good. Like, I mean, honestly, I played it for my stream because they were like, what? And they heard it and they were like, oh my god. It's so good. Anyways, let's continue forward.
All right, so all that absolute Final Fantasy passion aside, let's go into the most recent Final Fantasy game, and we are here in Grand Finals, which is, honestly, I could have expected this maybe after the first rounds, that this is a very high possibility for these two teams to meet.
Right.
They're two teams who've been practicing a lot on the Japanese version, a lot in the NA beta. They've been really coordinating, and they really all have experience at high levels in a lot of different competitive games.
And you can see something right now, like neither of the teams have really gotten any clean hits on each other. They are doing such a good job avoiding each other. Look at all the bravery points. They're all still at exactly, basically 1,000.
And that's something that we saw in the first round of the tournament, where Goons played against Pickup Group, and because Pickup Group, I do have to say, they're an extremely good team, unbiasedly, and the whole match slows down. because one of the biggest skills in this game is defense. If everybody is aware and great defensively, the games don't go boom, 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 3-0, boom, 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 3-0. If they go like this slow back and forth, nobody wants to overcommit, and it really is about like that one moment that they really have to strike and take advantage of to get those HP attacks.
Nice chase down. All right, so Team Goons looking good right now. They did get a couple of breaks, but no incapacitations yet, and looks like going for some of that summon crystal now. They almost have a full meter. Actually, they do have a full meter, so they could summon at any point in time right now, but I can't give them that notification. Oh, there it is.
Well,
gotta be careful as the commentator on the house mic.
So, I mean, to be fair, the information's all there for both teams. They can 100% see that, and they are coordinating. They've been triple summoning every single time that they get the chance to.
So here we go, Shiva now causing some havoc. You gotta watch out for those orbs as they circle around. Eventually they explode into the giant column like that.
Yeah, there are a few separate moves that every single summon has. They're all unique, and you need to know how to get out of a lot of them. But one thing is that once you have enough game sense and enough experience, you do get to see people that they really don't get hit by the summons unless it's a really weird situation. Like right now, we're not going to see him get hit by these. They stop tracking at a certain point.
Right, exactly. Just
there
like
we go.
That. But you see how he used him trying to get away from that to catch him? It was beautiful stuff.
So smart. I mean, mobility and catching mobility, it's all so important. And look at all this bravery now from Zero. In fact, a lot of bravery on the other side from Kane. It looks like he did some damage.
Oh, yeah, he did do some damage, but that drained his bravery points down. One thing about movement that I do want to mention, you do see that little bar that appears at the bottom middle of the screen every once in a while. That is your dash meter right there. You see is blue. That is the limit of how much you can dash, and it will never refill until you get up and are walking on the ground again. So you do have some movement limitations, so you really have to manage your dashing as well. Oh, there we go. The first incapacitation right there for Marvelous Anime.
Barely avoided the cross slash from Cloud. Beautiful mobility by Manny. Oh, that was so close to the kill, especially because of all his bravery, but he's trying to do it again.
Trying to chase him, trying to catch him by surprise.
Oh, but now
they're quite get it.
They're in the opposite situation. Manny can potentially take out Zero. He's got enough bravery, but instead,
there he goes right there. Oh my God, just 2 incapacitations right there in a row.
I didn't even see where that second one was.
I know.
Right, it was below them, and that's just that kind of coordination that they have. That was looking so even, so even, so even. But really, this game, too, is so much about people committing and punishing those committals. There was that corner where they all committed. They tried to take out Manny. He dodged out of that corner so perfectly, and then they were able to turn it all around. Because they had the center of the stage. The center of the stage is very important.
Marvel's Anime just 3-0'd the other 3-0 team, but remember, the Goons actually did get 3-0'd, and then they came back with their own 3-0s three times in a row. So there's all these 3-0 stats here right now.
They might like put them into like enraged mode, and now they're stronger. No, actually, Zero was saying that he thinks his biggest strength with Nairo, aside from the fact that they play in doubles so much, is that in doubles whenever they get like put on their back foot, they immediately just turn into super clutch mode. So that is something that we might see. We haven't seen anybody put them really on their back foot except for that last game. So
I know Zero has said recently that he has ended his Smash Wii U competitive career, but in the 4 years that he's been playing that game, you probably cannot find a player who has been as dominant in any game ever in the history of fighting games, right?
Yeah.
And the only way you can win that many events that many times is if you just have the most ridiculous clutch, because you are going to get put on your back foot so many times. And the fact that he was able to come out of most of those situations with wins is ridiculous. So yes, clutch is definitely something that he is familiar with.
Yeah, he had something like I can't remember the exact numbers, and I don't want to quote it, but it was over 50. I guess majors is technically the term in a row.
Was it like 150 or something?
I thought it was just 50, but that's a lot. I mean,
no, dude, like you know what? Like by next week, he'd be like, I heard it was like 500 wins, you know, and then like a month later, he won 2,000 games in a row, tournaments in a row. You know, it's just gonna keep doing that.
I don't know. I'm gonna have misquoted that, and I'm gonna get in trouble, and all the Smash players are gonna hate me. But no, seriously. So, I have a ton of respect for Zero, and you know what the coolest thing about Team Goons is? So the story of how they came together is that they were at the HyperX charity event not too long ago. I guess it was a couple of months ago, and they got to play Dissidia there. and they played it there for a little bit, and they just loved it. They just had so much fun.
Okay.
And so they immediately were like, "Can we go to another tournament? Can we do something else?" You know, and so like, okay, yeah, come play this. And on top of it, then they just had fun playing it. They went, they practiced with their teammates, and honestly, it's like a love for the game that drove them to this point. And I love seeing that. Same exact thing with the Marvel's Anime. They just love the game. So both these teams are literally just here because they love the game. And that's why they put so much work into it. And the game isn't even out. So
and by the way, shout outs to Google, 56.
56. I was going to say 56. But
see, you're on the money right there.
I know. Over 50 was close.
All right, but we're back to this stage. This stage is really interesting because this stage, I feel like, demands a lot more movement because there's definitely a lot of high-low kind of strategy here.
Right, especially with a lot of people are actually confused by this, but there's walls. These are clear walls in between each of these walkways or underneath them. So it really can separate battles. You can see a lot more like 1v1s or 2v1s in this area because, just a little bit of movement hops you over. Some people might follow, some people might not. So coordination is more important on this stage than pretty much any other stage, maybe.
Now, who's the one that's using Golbez right now?
So this is going to be Manny.
That's Manny, okay.
Yeah, like I was saying, he was the Ishtal player in the U.S., but he decided that he thinks he can support his team better and stop them from, interrupt people attacking them and such like that with Golbez.
Because Golbez is more of an offensive marksman. Ishtola's more about support and defense and healing, right?
Yeah, very much. She's very much about traps and debuffs and a more indirect way. But Golbez's whole mechanic is he's got his dragon, right? Now his dragon makes it so that all of his attacks are very strong. He starts off with it. At the beginning of the game, he's a strong character. But if you deal at least 1,000 damage to him in one hit, he loses the dragon and all of his attacks get weaker.
Right.
And he has to resummon the dragon as soon as his EX skill recovers, but it's all about staying alive. If you hit him with a lot of little HP attacks, it's a lot stronger. Or a big one.
Speaking of staying alive, that is not what happened with Manny right there. He got taken out, and so did a teammate. And look at that! Game Goons with a reverse 3-0. You can see how quickly a game can snowball on you just like that. And it looked like Manny said, you know what? I'm going to go after the Summon Crystal. He started hitting the Summon Crystal, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, from the side, he got splatted against the wall. And there you see right there that stage, why it can be such a problem, because there are so many walls to be splatted on.
Yeah, definitely. You really have to position yourself well. You kind of want to stay on the high ground so there aren't as many, but even still, it's just a round stage. You can get wall spot on every single wall, and things can just run away like that. Especially, you did see that they were a little bit separated. Marvel's Anime is a little bit separated just based on how the stage works. And the more, I would say, like maybe the more mobile, aggressive team of Goons was able to take advantage of that. But this looks so familiar. This is exactly what we saw in the last set. And again, this will be 3 out of 5, so either way, I'm sure we're going to see. I would not be surprised if this went to the very, very final game. Just need to make some adaptations, just like we saw the other way around.
And again, these players are fighting for some great memorabilia, but the team that wins do get $3,000 and $1,000 for each player. So there's a good chunk of change on the line for these guys right now.
Sundry spoils for a sly scrapper, Kupo.
Kupo? Oh, man.
It's I've been playing with the Japanese and the English voices because I was playing the Japanese version, Japanese beta, the English beta. Oh, look at this!
Oh, look at this! Okay.
A straw poll. They want to see Goons play. I mean, these players have huge fan bases, of course. We got Nairo and Zero. I'm not surprised that people want to see their perspective. Although it would have been interesting to see maybe if they had switched up their seats this time. We've been seeing a lot of Zero play, but there we go. I mean,
it's all good. It's all good. Cloud is a good person to follow to see, because Zidane, for example, he's got some interesting vertical movement.
Yeah.
He can basically do Marvel 2 Storm. He can fly up into the sky and all day if he really wanted to, but unfortunately you're taking yourself out of the game, so your teammates are just going to get blown up basically.
Yeah. So, well, one of the unique things about
Midgar stage.
Oh yeah, so this is another stage that can very easily divide people. So basically the way this works is right now we're standing in this section where there's 4 giant squares. I believe it's 4, and it's separated from a whole other area by this big wall that you're seeing. I think Golbez is standing on it. And you really have to be able to coordinate where you stand. Also, being caught in any of these corners where there's boxes around you is just a death trap.
Wall splat central, basically. Oh, nice
block.
defense, yeah. Keep yourself safe.
I bet we're going to see a dunk. Oh, no. He ran out of dash gauge, so he had to fall down and recover it. That would have been really nice. A lot of the attacks that fall from the sky do more damage based on how high you are.
Oh, really? Okay. What is that field that's down there right now? Well, it looks like the teams are trying to stay at least close to each other. You can see that all three of the Marvelous Anime teams trying to stay close with each other, all on that side of the screen right now. Oh, okay. One of the Goons did get broken, but they're okay.
Oh, nice.
Damage, 1,200 damage, almost a 12,000.
12,000. You know, it can be 12,000. Let's just add a 0 to everything.
Well, you know, they added a 0 to Team Goons, and they're doing well for it.
Oh, no. Oh, no. They definitely are, and we're seeing that right now. He's punishing the HP attack attempt by Jonah, and now we're seeing he's got over 2,000 bravery. He can potentially take out, I think it's Furion.
Yeah, he's chasing Beautiful Dude down right now, it looks like.
Oh, that was an unfortunate whiff. He didn't even manage to get over, so he lost a lot of movement.
Yeah, he ran into the wall, unfortunately. Oh, here we go. Time to summon.
Oh, they're trying to triple summon, but there might be a good situation. Oh, it looks like they're at least double summoning, and they should get it off. They will. Their summon is Shiva.
And in this stage here, it's going to be so hard to run from a lot of Shiva's attacks. You're going to have to make sure you're high up in the air, because if you're caught inside one of the little lower sections right there.
Yeah, oh, look at that. That was impossible to avoid. It went right in that gap.
Right off of it into the first incapacitation for Team Goons.
Almost 2 minutes in, and that was the first one, but we've got low health. Oh, no, no longer.
Another one. 2 of them. Here we go.
And we're seeing all of Team Goons is about 60% of their health. They could potentially get 3-0'd really quick backwards.
Oh, he just missed with that HP attack. But here comes that Shiva again.
Oh,
and
that's
it is locking him down.
Oh, the Shiva saved him. The Shiva knocked him out of the HP attack.
Oh, but it didn't matter anyway. They got the incapacitation right away. There we go. Team Goons carrying on their streak from last time. They went down 0-3 in the first game and then won 3 in a row, and they're trying to repeat that again. We have had nothing but 3-0 matches here.
I have to say, so I've watched a lot of Japanese tournaments. I've watched a lot of just people playing and streaming, and I have never seen so many 3-0 stocks as we've seen today. And it's crazy because they're really good teams, and they're 3-0ing each other.
But so, you notice that a lot of it really is a snowballing kind of a thing, right? It's like as soon as one happens, it just instantly just boom, 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 and it takes out all of them. So there is definitely a high level of coordination going on here with all these teams. So.
Yeah, the switching is one of the most important things, and they're all doing it. They're all 100% taking advantage of the situations we were talking about earlier. They're all so good. But right now, we're in the necessary clutch moment for Marvel's Anime. They're talking strats. Right. They're looking really serious. Actually, at SCR, Marvel's Anime was in Winners Finals. They were down 2 games, and they came back and won 3 in a row. Yeah, you may have been there.
Now, the interesting thing, though, is remember, previous to this, so they've been 3-0. They've been 3-0 twice, right? Previous to this, they lost 1 whole stock.
That's true.
So now they have lost 6 stocks, just like that to Team Goons.
Yeah, so 6 versus 1 for the rest of the tournament. That's pretty crazy. But that just shows you, I mean, Goons has been taking this game seriously. They showed up, I mean, yesterday, Zero and Mason were here the entire training day practicing.
Nairo was here as well,
Nairo didn't get here until today, I think.
No, I saw him yesterday.
Really?
I definitely saw him yesterday. I definitely saw him yesterday.
Well, they've been practicing a lot. Like I said, they've been practicing all together, both of these teams. I think we might see, I don't know, there might be a switch. We've seen a few different characters, like especially Jonah. Jonah, you know, he switched from, who was he playing before Kane? It was a different assassin, but for some reason I can't think of who it was off the top of my head. But yeah, we've seen some character switches from him. We could potentially see Manny switch back. Doesn't look like we're going to. And I'm sure that Goons, they're just going to stick with what they got.
Yeah, for sure. I'm assuming Kyobi is going to move us to the Marvelous Anime perspective for this one. Yes, he is finger gunning me as a yes. So there we go. We're going to switch over to Marvelous Anime, switching back and forth between the 2 point of views. See if they, well, it looks like, yeah, he is going to stick with Kane. So we are going to have Kane, Furion, all Final Fantasy IV and previous characters here.
You're right. Well,
4, and 2.
2, yeah.
I'm sorry, no, Furion is, he's 2. Lunith is 3. That's... See, 2 and 3 are the ones that I am not super familiar with. I only know them well because of Final Fantasy record keepers.
Gotcha. Also, by the way, look, they're all 4 and before, and then 7 and after.
Yeah.
So it's the new age of Final Fantasy versus the original age of Final Fantasy.
Oh, screw this. Let's go old school.
All right, who do you all want to win? Old school, new school?
All right, well, Golbez is going to be trying to do some damage with his brother's Red Baron teammate here. Or Red Wings, I should say.
Oh, and I like that we get to see this perspective from Golbez. Seeing from a marksman's perspective really gets to show you the entire field. And you can see how much he's switching so that he confuses his opponents and he gets to see 100% of what's going on. And, oh, he almost got that conversion so close. He still has over 4,000 bravery, but we've got a ton from Zero on the other side.
Oh, my God! 2 incapacitations, 1 for each team. We won't have another 3-0 this time.
Actually, 2. Marvel's Anime took out 2 people, and I didn't even see where the other one was. But now they just need 1 more to tie it up.
Oh, boy. He's stuck against the wall. Wasn't close enough. You saw him go for that HP attack, but he was punished for it, too.
Great conversion off of Jonah's combo, and wow, a turnaround. This is going to go to the final game of Grand Finals.
Now, one of the things that I have noticed here, honestly, I feel like right now the open field stages are favoring Marvel's Anime, and the stages with the walls are favoring Team Goons. So this may come down to see what happens with the stage that shows up here on this next one. Oh, I would love it if they just ended up on the Final Fantasy VIII stage. Like,
just nothing. Just 100% Euro brawling, and we're going to see who makes it out. Oh, yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, stage pick is so huge. Stage pick with character pick. Look, we got Kizzy coming in. Kizzy.
Oh, dang.
Okay, coolest thing about Kizzy. Okay, there's a lot of cool things about Kizzy. He's on a different team, but he reps SoCal so hard. And all these players on Marvel's Anime are SoCal. So he's going up, he's helping his homies. Kizzy, he's also
don't forget, Kizzy is a great Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear player as well.
That's true. Anime helping anime. They're Marvel's Anime.
Yeah, exactly.
But again, I was saying earlier about how Kizzy has been gone from 100% informational kind of delve into this game.
Yeah.
He just wants to know 100% everything about everything. He knows like more than me. I'm just going to throw that out there. You think he knows more than me like by a good amount. And he's a good person to have behind you. So just throwing out that little bit of help to his SoCal homies.
And one thing I also want to mention too, we saw in all the previous rounds for the Marvelous Anime team, whenever they won, stoic, silent, looking at each other, nodding. When they won this last game, there was a very audible yes, like you just heard the pop off right there. So they are in it. They are ready to go.
This is a very important question.
Okay.
Who are we watching?
I want to see Marvel's Anime because they need to make the finish the comeback if it's going to happen.
You got it.
All right. Marvel's Anime, we are going to watch over. And Team Goons is going to be their opponent. No character switches. This is the final game. Marvelous Anime versus Team Goons here in Grand Finals. Let's go!
Both of these teams have been training so hard for this.
Tunnel stage.
Oh, this is another stage that has no terrain at all. It just has it's not an exact square, so that's really the only advantage you get. This is going to be really big. So you were saying that you think the open stages really help Marvel's Anime. That's going to be what this is.
Right, and you can see why. One of the reasons, especially because we're watching Golbez here, the fact that he has just been staying back here and just shooting and shooting and shooting. Remember, he built up to like 4,000 bravery points at one point in time. Yeah, look at them. He is just zoning out the other team right now. Yeah. But actually, not a lot of damage on either side. All players at about 1,000 bravery.
It's true. Nobody wants to overcommit. Oh, and there we go. We're seeing Jonah go in. And beautiful dude supporting from the ground, which is, of course, what Furian's going to generally be doing. It's actually been kind of hard to see what he's been doing most of these games because he's been on the ground. Very nice. Oh, everybody's going up just a little bit. Still nothing huge. Oh, that's nice. One hit into a switch. Oh, look at another. All right. We're seeing bravery slowly being built up.
Oh, well, look at this. One of the members of Team Goons down to very little health right there. Oh, and they summon Shiva. This is going to be dangerous. Although, because of the open field, they should be able to avoid Shiva's attacks pretty decently. But again, you saw before how when you avoid those the Shiva attacks, it can lead you into the attacks of somebody else.
Oh, and there we go. Look at this. It's over almost 3,000 bravery. Almost enough to take out 2 of their teammates. But who will it be? This is a very scary HP attack to avoid from Golbez.
Oh, Someone's been broken. Someone's been broken.
Oh, he's throwing out the slow orb to cover himself. Somebody's going to go for an HP attack. Oh, we're going to see that kill from Jonah. I think that should be the first incapacitate, but no, not quite enough. It leaves Ishtola at 138 life.
Oh
and
my God.
Oh, that's so low.
That's so close, so she can still try to do so much damage. No, there it is. Oh, no, that wasn't even Ishtola who got incapacitated. That was somebody else, so Ishtola still down in dangerous life. But you can see right here, Golbez finally taking a little bit of damage, but Marvelous Anime doing good in health.
But now the summon's over. There's still not a full summon meter, though, for Goons, so they can't summon their own Shiva. Oh, damage is huge right here.
Look at the teams. They are staying so close with each other. You can see they're trying not to let themselves get split apart. And Ishtola is still alive, surviving. This is the clutch that we've talked about before.
But it's so hard for them to try to find and close out these incapacitates, even though there's such low life from Goons. Look at this. Oh, this one connects on somebody.
Oh, it does! An incapacitation. Marvelous Anime is up 2-0 right now. Goons have to do something. They have to get a quick 3-0 kill right now.
If anything, if they get a chance to, they can summon, but that's going to be really difficult with so much pressure on them. Bravery's building up again for Marvelous Anime. They need to find a way out of the corner or Goons is going to be done for.
No one has been able to approach Golbez. Golbez has just been causing so much problems. Just running back and forth, staying at a distance. Finally, someone picked him up. There we go. Into a wall splat. He's going to try to hit him with HP,
and that
but
was
it missed.
So smart. He used block to go down. Yeah, and he actually hit a blind HP attack after that. Oh, such little life on the team of Goons.
Oh my God, the Goons. Now you can see 900 health, 800 health on two of their players, and Marvelous Anime has barely lost any HP so far.
Oh, and they're trying to summon over and over. They haven't been quite.
There it is! The incapacitation, and Marvelous Anime has taken it in the final game, and you can see the elation.
Oh my God, they're picking up beautiful, dude. Again. What has now become a classic for Marvelous Anime. We were just talking about the clutch factor. They came back from match point, from reverse match point, and won. They made whatever adaptation happened, it worked out perfectly for them. The Goons had an amazing game plan, but it all came down to that final match. I 100% agree with what you said. It came... Yeah, I have a lot of questions for Goons, to be honest.
Sure, yeah, no problem, no problem.
Team captain.
Yeah, let's bring Most up here. But I mean, of course, Most is he is the team captain, so I have a bunch of questions for him too. I have to talk to him about Zero. Here we go,
Zero,
the man.
What's going on?
First of all, let me just say, amazing play, especially for the amount of time that you put in, or like got to put in. I should say. Incredible, like the 3-0 comeback in the semis after getting 3-0 that first game, and then the double 3-0 comeback in grands. All of it was really incredible, and I of course have to compliment you guys. Maybe you heard it on your coordination and your communication, which was absolutely amazing. But I mean, honestly, just do you have any thoughts in general? Because that was one of the most impressive wild card runs that I've ever seen in a tournament.
All right, first of all, you know I had to hype it up, man.
Yeah.
Now I gotta take this L. But see,
you're not used to this, right?
See, I'm a good man. I'll take this L. They play well. Fine. You know, I don't hate them. No, I told them that, but like, you gotta hype it up. If we don't care, then nobody else cares. The people at home know what.
Exactly.
I'm the man of the people. You know what I'm saying?
You know.
But no, you know what I noticed? I think the game needs like a counter pick system for stages, because stages actually play a very strong factor.
Yeah, we were noticing that. Yeah,
Farian's a very grounded character, and when we got to the platform stages, it was very easy to nullify him. But on the flat stages, it was very hard to neutralize him.
Yes.
So I think maybe moving forward, there should be a system like a strike system, counter pick system, maybe something like Smash actually does. That would, because I feel like stages are very important. So there should be like a pool, and you should be able to pick them. That's like my only feedback, really.
Okay, I like that. No, because we were noticing that too. A lot of the stages with walls and stuff like that benefited your team greatly, and a lot of the open field stages benefited their team a lot. And so when it got to the tunnel stage at the very end, I was like, oh, this feels like this might be an advantage.
We got Final Destination.
Yeah.
They chain grabbed us. I got chain grabbed.
But I mean, you know, you're obviously, we were just talking about this, probably one of the most dominant players in any fighting game in any history, right? Your record in Smash 4 is crazy, but like being such a competitive player like that, what is it about Dissidia that appeals to you now that you've had a chance to sit down and play with and train with Most and everything like that?
To be honest with you, the Cloud's just my boy. I got the opportunity. I wanted to show off now I could be better at something else. Final Fantasy, that was like 80% of my motivation. Also, Mose, our teacher, literally taught us the game in less than a week. Great teacher. We were actually trash a week ago, but we've been coming up. We've been coming up strong.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, he just walked by me yesterday while I was messing with the game, and he taught me so much in just this little amount of time. So awesome job as a teacher to you as well.
Yeah, me too. He's been just telling me stuff that I didn't know literally all like the past 2 days, like more than anybody else. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Because you gotta understand, man, when you teach someone new the game, like, hey, Zero, you block with L1. like it's frustrating. Like, he has the patience of a saint, dude. At the beginning, I was like, wait, hold on, how do I dash? It was like that.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, I mean, Nairo, what about you? What is it? You guys have obviously played with each other as a teammates a lot of times. Were you able to take a lot of that skill set into this game when you played?
Are you talking like you mean like us playing Smash?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess we team in Smash 4 like pretty much all the time. Well, now he retired, so he's worthless. But yeah, I would say like we just work together really well, just because we just team for so long, and then Most like he said, Most is a really good teacher, and like we played the beta, the Japanese beta. There was a Japanese beta earlier in December, and then the NA beta, and then we just decided to get the full game, and we just played that, and we were like 7th seed. We're good. We're pretty happy to do like really well, even though we lost. But it was like it wasn't like a blow up, or
right.
We didn't get 3-0'd or anything like that. So I'm pretty happy with how we did. And I think we worked really well.
You said you had a lot of questions.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have plenty of questions. First of all, I like your shirt. Of course, you had to wear it for the occasion, right?
You already know.
Yeah,
we've seen
good
that.
too, but
We've seen that.
Yeah. We've seen it. Yeah, you know what? Most shirt is great too.
Oh,
We gotta give it. Yeah. No, to be for guest character would be awesome, right? Tell me something. But so you guys, so how exactly did it happen? Because we heard the stories of you guys trying the game at the HyperX event, right?
Yeah.
And obviously I don't know.
You played it at the HyperX event for the first time. I played it like a few times when I went to Japan for like a tournament or all that stuff. So I had a little experience, but I definitely learned a lot more when I actually played at the HyperX event. And it was fun in Japan. It was fun now. So when they hit me up about this, obviously I accepted it. Zero put in a word for me. I know he's gonna say that, so I'm just taking it right now. I'm taking it. That's why he was looking at me. He was gonna say something. So, yeah, I don't know about him, but yeah, it was definitely his first time, but he was very interested. I mean, why am I talking for you?
Yo, I'm sorry, but if Cloud Strive is in that fighting game, I need to play it. Like, just
play Air Guys.
Listen, like smashing Cloud is like it's like next level top tier, but like you're just playing him, bro. The combination of being strong, blonde, fast. That's my boy right here. I'm eating this cup of noodles tonight. That's my dinner right here.
Let me get a chance to ask Mason this question. What was it like training these two players, knowing the caliber of players that they were? Was it a joy to kind of teach these kind of very strong competitive players how to play this game?
So at first I had originally assumed that they weren't going to be too serious about the game. But my expectations were immediately thrashed when they came up and they were just like, yo, this game is sick. And like as I was teaching them, they were like, whoa, you could do this, you could do that. And it was just like very entertaining because I was like, like they said, I was working with them very baby steps, right? Very slowly. And the more I saw them learn, the more I saw them appreciate the game.
Okay.
And for that, I thank you guys very much.
Well, you've been obviously a fan of Dissidia for a very long time. You said you've been working like on the communities, the websites, and all sorts of stuff like that. How does it feel to see this happening with Dissidia right now?
Honestly, I was super excited when I came in through these doors and I saw like just all of the lighting and everything just going on. It was so beautiful. It was mind-blowing. And I hope everybody enjoyed the show that was put on today. And I hope you guys look forward to anything else that happens after this event, because Dissidia is a very wonderful game.
I have one last question because I think they're trying to steal you guys for the picture. So you guys were one of the only teams today that had never like competed together before in any of the events, like as a full team. Are you three going to be playing together even more after this event as a team?
I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I'm sure most can find stronger players to team with.
Oh no! You're his children now. You can't abandon his children.
Yeah, you suck. Me and most are gonna be playing.
Nah, I'm sorry, man. Nairo die more. That's say bye.
Also, one thing. Since like the beginning, I always use Titus, but like the last day we played, I started using your Stola more, and then we just rock with that team, and it ended up working out really well.
Nice. Good job.
Finally, thank you to all the fans watching. We appreciate the Scarf Army, the Knife Nation, the Dissidia guys. Thank you. See you, guys.
All right, guys. Guys, that is just the beginning of the action of fighting games today because we still have all of Wednesday nights coming up, so do not go anywhere. But in the meantime, for Final Fantasy Dissidia,
I'm EGP Wonder Chef.
And I'm James Chen. Thank you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned for Street Fighter V AE coming up next at Wednesday Night Fight.
Wick type bitches getting experimental. I'm trying to learn but keep getting confused. Ludicrous swag, how I keep with the groove. But fuck with my vibe and feel the magnitude. My pistol be screaming Magnum got a tune.